All right, legends, how we doing? That ain't quite good enough. I'm the first guy. You're supposed to be energetic. How we doing, legends? But no, I was sitting my wife aside the other day, and I was explaining to her why, we respect our veterans so much, because all the sacrifices they make for us. I was telling her, they're always away from their families. They're in battle-torn areas where they could die. The next week, she had me signed up to join the fucking Marines. I didn't get in, though. I couldn't pass the test. Not the ASVAB, the drug test. I'm kind of worried about broadcasting this video to the troops because, they're going to watch this shit and see me and be like, I'm fighting for this shit. Well, the closest I've ever been to being in the military was being in jail. I learned how to make my bed really good. The closest I've ever been to being in a war zone was being in the east side last week. And the closest I've been to being, taking orders from my superior was when my wife told me to take out the trash yesterday. So definitely not a military guy. I have been in jail a few times, actually more times than the average black man. That ain't racist, that's a statistic. I have looked this shit up on Wikipedia, it's true as a motherfucker. But all the times I've been in jail, though, I'll always remember the first time. You know what they say, you always remember your first. It was surprising. Matter of fact, it was downright shocking. I got my first cavity search ever. The shocking part was it was performed by an inmate named Paco. Now, Paco didn't find anything, but we still talk. Matter of fact, he just poked me the other day on Facebook. Brought back some shitty memories, I have to admit. No, but to be real with you guys, I've never actually been raped all the times I've been in jail. And I'm at the point in my life where I'm starting to think maybe there's something wrong with me. It's not like I want that, but it'd feel nice to feel wanted. It's fucked up because all the worst times I was in jail was the last time. I went to jail for 5 weeks. I came out, my wife was pregnant. Yeah, doctor said 4 to 6 weeks. I'm like, which is it, doctor, 4 or 6? Timing makes a pretty big difference in this situation. So I do have a baby girl. Can I get some love for that? And, making babies, it just makes me happy because it just proves that rice and ramens aren't the only thing I can make in under a minute. I make babies. I'm a dad, but definitely ain't no good dad. Ain't getting no Dad of the Year awards. The other day my wife was like, put the baby's diaper on. I was like, there ain't no way that's going to fit me. The other day my wife was all excited. She's like, oh my God, the baby got 2 teeth. I'm like, let me know when she gets a job. I always thought the best thing about getting really baked all the time was nobody ever asked me to babysit their kids. It's I'm getting better though, I'm growing up. I know this because I finally found something in my life more important than weed. I know, right? Well, what happened was my daughter, she came home from the hospital. She was just fine. Doc said she had a little bit of jaundice, put a little bit of light on her, she said. I used the only light I had. My gray lamp. Don't worry, guys, the baby's doing fine. Growing like a fucking weed, too. Matter of fact, last I checked, she was up to 78 ounces. Also, having a baby in the house, I thought it would be important to, research my heritage. You know what I mean? Because you want to pass that stuff on to your families, We don't know where we're going unless we know where we've been kind of thing. But it's frustrating for me, though, because, okay, I'm Caucasian. Now, I didn't even know what the fuck Caucasian was, to be first off with you guys. So I Googled it. I Googled Caucasia. I got a bunch of Chinese dick pics. I'm a 30-year-old pizza boy, and that makes it pretty bad to where I'm really poor. I'm actually so poor I ran out of gas the other day. Now, normally that don't sound like shit. I drive a moped. It cost $3 to fill the damn thing, you know? I could have got home with 25 cents with a pit stop at the weed shop, and that was pushing it up the hill, fucking quarterless. High as fuck, though. But no, like I said, I work at a pizza place, and it could be worse because I'm actually a manager there. So that's nice, you know, but sometimes as a manager, I look at myself and the people that I manage, and I think we must be some sorry motherfuckers if I'm the most qualified to lead this place. Like, I ain't going to say where I work, but do drop in sometime. A couple people in the audience just figured out why it takes 45 minutes to get a pizza. For all my out-of-towners, I work at the place called Do Drop In, so you guys can be included in that joke too. All right. As a pizza boy, sometimes some cool things happen, but you find the irony in it. One time, we all know who Tommy Chong is. Tommy Chong came to eat at my restaurant. Now, when the boss found out about this, he's all fucking excited. Tommy Chong's coming to eat at my restaurant. And I'm sitting there like, really? Now it's cool to be a pothead? Like, shit wasn't so cool 2 weeks ago when he caught me out back, getting high as fuck by the dumpster. Still ain't getting my pipe back. I'm going to end it on this one because this kind of tells you a lot about where my life is going. We got some young dishwashers that work with us. These little kids, you know, this one guy, we're all real proud of him, 18 years old, just graduated from East High School. And then he decided to have his graduation party there at the restaurant. Very fucking cool. And then he gave us all a piece of his cake, which was even cooler because it was the first time any of the cooks that do drop in had ever ate graduation cake before. I'm Doug Staley. Thanks a lot, guys.